where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then it's over. And then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's dark."
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, we'll be watching the Milwaukee Bucks playing against...
Certainly one of the most beautiful structures in the most historic city in the U.S. That's City Hall here in Philly. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for him.
And the biggest takeaway.
Now it's ended down to David Aldridge standing by.
Well, guys, the All-Star rock.
Huge moment for Che. Thank you for that, David.
Well, you have to be happy that Che was selected. He's earned it with his play. Any argument against this selection, it feels hollow to me.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Great one out there at Bledsoe. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Philadelphia, the talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Then it's DeRozan, then it's Simmons, and it's Thibault in at the two guard. Chris, if your team's style of play doesn't seem to be working, do you still have time within a season to change it?
There's always time, as long as everyone is on the same page. And if something's not working, the worst thing you can do is to keep going in that direction. You need to bring everyone in, let them know the mistakes that we've made, let them know our new outlook, and ask everyone, are they in on it? And if they're not, those guys that aren't in on it, just stay in the locker room. We'll be back after the game. And if everyone's in on it, we're going to have a heck of a time. We're going to have a heck of a time because now we have a new outlook. And sometimes with a new outlook, it brings positive energy.
Here's the great one, banked in off the glass. All-star rosters were announced recently. A lot of fans, Greg, were delighted to see Che named to the team. A huge moment for him.
You have to be happy for Che making the All-Star team. I mean, he's earned it with his play, and this is just another feather in his cap. Wasn't an easy road to the NBA for him, but he is definitely one of the elite players in our league.
I mean, what I appreciate about Horford is his unselfishness. I mean, he brings a veteran team-first mindset to the table. As great as he is offensively, Kevin, Al Horford is even better on defense. Not a volume shot blocker or rebounder, but he's strong, agile, and always in the right place. A foul right off the bat. You hate to pick up your first one so quick.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Right side out of the Kumbo.
And when a giant like Horford comes into your peripheral, just as you're releasing the shot, it definitely makes shooters feel more uncomfortable.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Giannis passes to the great one. And Embiid with the block. DeRozan in the corner. Simmons with it. 23 points for him the last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And he caused major problems with his defense as well. He had 4 steals by the time the game was over.
And Chris at the defensive end. So much of it is communication and positioning.
Yeah, offense is trying to force rotations and force mistakes. Horford doesn't take plays off, and his recognition is a step ahead.
And the Bucks making a change here. Wilson's checked in.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Pass to the great one. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Horford. Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
Horford finds DeRozan. And stolen by Drummond. Middleton with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. To the paint. Here's the great one. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Bucks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Free throw good from the great one. Derrick Rose is checked in for Philadelphia. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Simmons passes to DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy.
And the pass to the great one. He kicks to Middleton. Back to Wilson. The great one passes to Bledsoe. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. 6 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Count the basket.
If I had to pick one man in today's NBA to patrol the offensive glass for me, Drummond might be that guy.
Here's DeRozan. And no good. Great D that time from Middleton. 18 feet out. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
Oh, yeah, that's one of his go-to spots. I mean, you have to pressure him in that mid-range area.
Wilson against Simmons. Back to Horford. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Look, it's never easy to stop Horford. I mean, mainly because he's so strong and able to shrug off the D. Inside,
here's the great one, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Rose kicks to Horford. Back to Rose. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Oh, man, the awareness and the IQ of Horford look so adept at getting the ball to his open teammates.
Bledsoe against Simmons. No good from the great one. 76ers trailing. To the inside. Puts it up. Snatched up. Embiid. And the layup's good off the glass.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Bledsoe taking his time here. Embiid with the steal. Here's Simmons. Kept alive. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
I like how hard he crashes the glass. Simmons knows he has the size and timing to keep possessions alive. The timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
And so Simmons will bring it up for the 76ers. Pass to DeRozan. Over Middleton. Here's Embiid. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
The shot by Wilson, no good. Philadelphia leading by 3. Here's DeRozan. It's Drummond with the rebound.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Bledsoe passes to the great one. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. The great one's got 13.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
DeRozan scanning the floor. Fires from the wing. Here's Horford. Knocked away. Stolen by Middleton. Passes to the great one. Now Wilson. Feeds it to Drummond. Out to the right wing. The great one. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
The 76ers trailed by 3. Out outside Rose. Pass to Simmons. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Bucks. Alex Lenz checked in for Drummond. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Eric Bledsoe. Embiid kicks to DeRozan. But they get it back. Fernando, the pass to Simmons. Dishes it to Embiid. Second chance shot. Len with the block. Fast break, Milwaukee. And again it will go. Basket is good from the great one. Now it's a 5-point Milwaukee lead. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here's Simmons. He's covered closely. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, it doesn't go for him. And Milwaukee the other way now.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
The shot's good from the great one.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks, that one in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out.
The pass to the great one. Giannis against Horford. Antetokounmpo kicks to Bledsoe. Pass to the great one. Giannis inside. Guarded by Horford. Here's Giannis. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Then it's Rose, then it's DeRozan, and it's Thibault in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The great one in that last game against the Raptors put on a show. He scored 46 points, and as expected, he distributed the rock and got his teammates involved. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Yeah, Greg, it's all about getting into a comfort zone early. When he does that, he can be very difficult to contain the rest of the way.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Rose passes to DeRozan. He dishes it to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Clock at 6. Looking to get back on track here. They get it back. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with the comfortable lead.
Middleton against DeRozan. Over Middleton. The 76ers again can't hit it.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
And there's the basket. Good from the great one.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Timeout called, the 76ers. What do you think about some of the most powerful dunks, Chris? The tomahawk jam reigning supreme. Do you prefer the one-handed or the two-handed jam?
Oh,
you did both so well.
You know what? I prefer a body-to-body dunk over you. Like, remember what Rose did over Dragic back in the day. Oh, my goodness, off the two. Or how about Jordan playing against Atlanta when he pump fakes it with one hand like he's going to shoot it, goes down the lane and dunks on Tree Rollins. Just incredible. Or Blake Griffin dunking on anyone, or Giannis dunking on anyone, or Embiid dunking on anyone. Or how about LeBron dunking on anyone? So me, I just want the showmanship. Doesn't matter if it's one hand, two hands, two legs, one leg, 360, or straight body to body. Just give me something.
Yeah.
Give me something.
I like that. Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball. This is a look at the NBA's assist leaders over the last 10 games. Man, can these guys pass the ball? Well, you look at the great one of the best passers in the NBA, always looking to get his teammates involved.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Embiid finds Rose. Pass to Horford. Over onto Tacumbo. And that time, also a missed shot.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's all over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
Here's the great one. Here's Thibault. 8 points his last outing, and the foul called on the great one. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here is Rose, trailing by 19. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Horford. Here's Thibault. Shot clock at 6. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Thibault's got his second basket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. Well, he's given himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on one of them. And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
DeRozan against Middleton. The pass to the great one. Tries from 16, and that's an air ball. Not even close. To the wing on the left. Here's Thibault. That 3 off the mark. Bucks leading by 14. Down low. Here's Giannis. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Horford's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's stolen. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Bucks lead by 17.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, when you're executing at this rate, you feel like no one can slow you down.
Rose kicks to Embiid. 4 on the shot clock. Thibault tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Out to the wing. Here's the great one. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. Rose passes to DeRozan. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And you love to see Rose operating as a playmaker first and foremost.
The 76ers making a switch here. Simmons is checked in, and Milwaukee also making a switch. Wilson's checked in. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Inside, the great one passes to Wilson. 5 on the clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here, and it's good. 2 points. That's 28 points for the great one.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Simmons passes to DeRozan. Stolen by Bledsoe. One-on-one fast break. And Bledsoe with the stuff.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
The drive by Simmons. Here's Embiid. And a miss there on the triple.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Bucks have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. Six seconds left here in the second. Here's Simmons. Is good. Simmons got 5 points so far.
He's a tricky player. He's so difficult to guard. Simmons excels at going with the floater at the right time.
And so it's Milwaukee feeling good about their 17-point lead.
Kevin, thanks. Now, Jay, regarding the All-Star game, you have been officially voted in for the first time. So what does it feel to have all the support of all these fans around the country?
You know, I think the fans are taking notice on what we're doing as a team. We play an exciting, brand of basketball. The All-Star voting shows we're giving the fans what they want.
You have certainly supplied them with a lot of thrills so far this season. Congratulations. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from the Great One.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Yeah, he's busting his tail, making his presence known. A great job defensively so far.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Bledsoe is out there with the Great One, and it's Drummond in at the center. And here is Simmons. Left side, DeRozan, and the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That is his first foul of the game. Bucks on defense. It's an 18-point lead. Simmons passes to Thibault. 6 on the shot clock. Rosen dishes to Horford. Over Bledsoe. Horford, no luck. The Bucks shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Such a wide open look. 30 points for the Great One.
The game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
DeRozan against Middleton. Horford trying to free himself up. DeRozan's shot is off. Bucks leading by 20. The shot's good from the Great One. The Great One's got 32 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Thibault. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And the foul called on the Great One. That's his third foul of the game. Simmons, the bounce pass. And stolen by Drummond.
I love when guys are alert and aware on D. Great job to prevent the entry pass.
There's the Great One. Tries again. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. And the foul called on the Great One. That's his fourth foul of the contest. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
And stolen by Drummond.
He committed just one turnover in the first half, but now seems like they just keep on coming. He's got to get a handle on that ball.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Simmons from down in the low post. It goes. Simmons got 7 points.
What focus from the young guard. I like how Simmons stayed locked in on scoring despite the contact.
Pass to the great one. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got his 4th assist in this one.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Passes it to Embiid. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And stolen by Drummond. To the inside. And to Kumbo.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Absolutely relentless. They're in the flow and riding that wave for as long as they can.
Simmons finds DeRozan. To the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Pass to Embiid. Simmons against Bledsoe. Here's Horford. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Given his massive size, it's easy to see why Horford picks up a lot of shooting fouls.
And we come back to it again and again. If you're just looking at points and rebounds, you really miss Al Horford's impact. It goes way deeper than the box score.
Isaiah Thomas, he's checked in for Eric Bledsoe.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. And some detractors have looked at Horford's stats, and Greg, they said he's not an all-star. Even Sports Talk Radio calling him Average Al.
Nonsense. I mean, still a great defender, efficient scorer, elite passer as well for a big man. Then you get to his leadership. Big Al is the total package.
The pass to Thibault. Embiid kicks to DeRozan. Outside, Simmons. High post, Embiid. Poke loose. Now the Bucks moving it up. Shots good by Middleton. Middleton's got 6.
Defense is what Drummond prides himself in, especially when it comes to letting his quick hands generate offense for this team.
Now here's DeRozan. He's got 12. Shot clock at 5. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. Bucks number 1.
You really got to admire their conditioning. I mean, it takes a major commitment to play that fast-breaking style, and they are all in.
Simmons with it. Now guarded by Middleton.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Chris, you've been a commentator for the NBA Vegas Summer League. Amazing how much that event has grown.
Oh, how about this year? The Chinese, the Croatian national team. I mean, come on. It's just this is a global game, and we're bringing all of them to Vegas to let fans go up in there and watch them and watch rookies at a young, early age and see the best players. I mean, this is awesome. You got to love how forward-thinking the NBA is. This is really cool to watch.
It is. Here's Simmons. And it's sent back by Drummond.
And Drummond, a fearsome defensive presence. I mean, he can put you on your heels.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, because it's gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road.
It's DeRozan with the drive. Makes it off the glass. 14 points for him.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game. Don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
Thomas outside. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got his 5th rebound in this one. Middleton against DeRozan. Outside Rose. Rebounded by the Great One. The Great One's got 4 rebounds in this game. And DeRozan sends it back, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for him.
And the rebounding contributions have been on the uptick over the last few months. He's definitely appeared to have made a concerted effort to really impact the game more and more with his work on the backboard.
The first free throw is good.
And one difference this have is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
James Ennis, he'll check in for DeMar DeRozan.
And as a team, they're hovering around the high 80s from the free throw line. They've gotten better as the game has gone along, which is exactly what you want to see.
Here's Simmons, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And when he gets ahead of Steve, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can at times be unstoppable.
Fernando pulls it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And it's sent back by Drummond.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
Now Simmons, he's got 9. Outside Rose. That one wide left. And with his passing and driving ability, Greg, Simmons is like combining a power running back in football with a pinpoint passing quarterback. Not much he can't do.
Kevin, a football metaphor is appropriate. Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football, and the physicality and quick thinking of that sport really reflected in his style of play. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Rose. Sweet little floater.
And you love to see Rose aggressively looking to score on the inside.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. With the shot, gets it to fall in the bucket from the Great One. The Great One's got 45 points.
Well, with the role he's on this quarter, they're going to keep going to him and get that lead even bigger.
Simmons with it. Right now, he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. Ennis passes to Embiid. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And you look at Joel Embiid, maybe the best two-way big man, Chris, in the NBA today. And the Bucks, their shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Here's DiVincenzo. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. To the middle. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, easy call.
That's good from the Great One. Both free throws good from the Great One. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the 76ers. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And it's Simmons penetrating. Steps back and frames the jump shot. Simmons got 11.
It's easy to be in awe of this guy, Kevin. I mean, Simmons, he's just showing superb balance on the drive despite getting hit.
1:57 left in the third quarter. The shot's good from the Great One.
If they close this win out, I know who my MVP is. His offensive performance tonight has been unreal.
Simmons looking it over. Pass to Fernando. 6 to shoot. Smith kicks to Simmons. Shoots over Holmes. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. .127 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's DiVincenzo. The three. Hits it again. Wow.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. And here is Simmons. He's got 11 to the paint. Stolen by Wilson. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Rebound by the 76ers. Passes it to Fernando. Back to Simmons. 43 seconds left in the third. From 8, and he knocks down the jumper. Simmons got 8 here in the quarter.
Oh, the brilliance of Simmons. You know, outstanding at getting fancy with the ball and taking risks from time to time.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
Eric Bledsoe's checked in for the Bucks. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. Smith outside. And it's Baines in the corner. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Milwaukee has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Pass to Wilson. Inside. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. So it's the Bucks now. Here's the great one. Bledsoe for 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Bucks ahead, running away with it. We're going to step aside for just a second. But join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen to Coach Brett Brown.
Take everything you got to come up.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Bogdanovic is out there with Aaron Baines. And it's Smith, and it's Green. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Now, that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
Here's Smith, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Bledsoe outside. McHugh. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Bogdanovic. Milwaukee with the ball. Baines with the block. As it seems like some teams have been in rebuild mode for a long time. Is there a point at which the league should step in and maybe, I don't know, take over or give them guidance?
You know, I really do. And not because it's necessarily the fault of the team, because, it's tough to win a championship. But to be a perennial bottom dweller, basement dweller, it's not good for the fans. And fans like myself, every year comes the first game, we think, hey, we could win a championship, we could do it. But, you know, our thought process is not based in knowledge. It's just based in our hope and will for the team. So you definitely want to keep teams straight. You want to keep them honest. And I think the league could find a way to step in but not step on the toes of ownership.
About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Out left to the wing. Bledsoe outside. Shoots from 14. The shot, no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Wilson left side. Here's the great one, covered by Smith. Fast break, Philadelphia. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
The Bucks making a switch here. Thomas has checked in.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And the pass to the great one. Right side, Thomas. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that was a stunner.
Wasted no time on that one. And that's now 9 points for Smith.
No, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range, and there's no hand in his face.
And the rejection by Smith. Now the 76ers with it. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. There's the three. Wilson grabs the board. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Beyond the arc, bangs home the trifecta.
Well, he's not going to get an easier look than that. You don't need to double team him, but you can't leave him all alone.
Kicks to Smith. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Marjanovic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Free throw drops from Marjanovic. More star players changing teams. The word tampering comes up, Chris. Is the league striking the right balance on enforcement?
Oh, yes. And, you know, Commissioner Silver, he knows all the tricks. He doesn't want it to be a police state, but he knows a wink from a wink.
Right,
you know what I mean? So you got to draw some lines. But, again, how do you stop it? I mean, you know, if I'm playing on the Lakers and I say, wow, you know, I think Anthony Davis has the best eyebrows in the world. You know, you got to let me say that. And, you know, if that's recruiting, it's recruiting. So it's a fine line. And hopefully the players have some fun with it. And hopefully Commissioner Silver does his best to police it while everyone at the same time is working through with integrity.
Just 5 on the clock. Thomas outside. The offensive rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Pass to the great one. Adams, right side. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Thursday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Sunday, they'll tip off a road trip in Boston where they'll take on the Celtics. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Big group substitution here.
This is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the match.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise for the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber.